I always believed in the power of second chances, but some people just can't seem to grasp the opportunity when it's handed to them. The story I'm about to share is a cautionary tale about the consequences of deceit and the importance of owning up to one's capabilities, or lack thereof. It all began a decade ago when I was tasked with breathing new life into a struggling company. The once thriving business had been whittled down to a mere 3 employees, a shadow of its former self. My mission was clear: to restructure and revive this ailing enterprise, specializing in the production of highly customized, precision-crafted parts. Among the first hires I made was a man we'll call Jake. Jake possessed a modest set of skills, nothing extraordinary, but I saw potential in him. Over the next 2 years, I poured my heart and soul into overhauling every aspect of the company's operations. I streamlined processes, invested in cutting-edge technology, and implemented strategies that would propel us towards our ambitious goal: $100,000 in profit per employee for the parent organization. Jake, unfortunately, struggled to keep pace with the rapid changes and heightened expectations. His performance remained mediocre at best, and I knew that if we were to achieve our lofty targets, tough decisions would need to be made. With a heavy heart, I approached Jake and laid out the harsh reality: he had 2 months to find a new job. I promised to provide him with an honest recommendation, highlighting his strengths while candidly addressing his areas for improvement. To Jake's credit, he maintained a professional demeanor and his work ethic remained steady, though admittedly, the bar was set rather low. Fortunately for Jake, he managed to secure a position at one of our partner companies. Surprisingly, he chose not to use me as a reference, a decision that would come back to haunt him in the most unexpected way. Years later, during a visit to our partner's facilities, I was greeted by none other than Jake himself, accompanied by my main contact there, a man we'll call Tom. Pleasantries were exchanged, and I found myself caught off guard when Tom began singing Jake's praises, crediting him with the very transformative changes that I had spearheaded years earlier. According to Tom, I had merely played a supporting role in the company's revival, a mere guy on the hill who had assisted Jake in his heroic efforts. I was stunned, anger bubbling just beneath the surface. How could Jake allow such blatant lies to perpetuate? Had he not learned the value of honesty and accountability during our time together? Biting my tongue, I mustered a polite response: "Well, I'm glad Jake found a good fit here." The years ticked by, and our paths would occasionally cross, each encounter laced with a forced cordiality that barely concealed the underlying tension. Eventually, I moved on to new adventures, leaving the company in capable hands. Despite the challenges posed by the pandemic and industry upheavals, the business persevered, a testament to the solid foundation I had laid. Then, like a twist of fate, news reached me that Jake had lost his job. Surprisingly, he had managed to cling to his position far longer than I had anticipated. In a bold move, Jake applied for a prestigious role at my former company, the very place where I had once fought to give him a fair chance. The current general manager, someone I had personally hired and mentored, reached out to me for insight into Jake's supposed transformative contributions. Poised to offer Jake the coveted position, the GM sought my guidance. It was at that moment that I made the decision to be brutally honest. I recounted the true events, stripping away the carefully constructed facade Jake had woven around himself. The scales fell from the GM's eyes, and the harsh reality became evident: Jake's claims of grandeur were nothing more than smoke and mirrors. In the end, Jake's deceitful ways caught up with him, and he was denied the role he so desperately sought. Karma, it seems, may move at a glacial pace, but its reckoning is inevitable. Looking back, I can't help but marvel at the twists and turns life takes us on. Some lessons are learned the hard way, while others remain elusive to those unwilling to confront their own shortcomings. For Jake, the path to redemption was laid out before him, yet he chose to walk the road of deception, ultimately leading him to a bitter end. As for me, I've come to embrace the belief that honesty, hard work, and a willingness to learn from one's mistakes are the true keys to success. The journey may be arduous, but the rewards of integrity and self-awareness are invaluable treasures that can never be taken away.